Are you back in the? Are you already back to work or still on strike, everybody?
No, still strike, everybody. I'm working, yes, but only virtual work with Zoom. But anyone is coming to the classes, so it still is the situation is complicated. I don't know.
It's already 2 weeks, eh?
No, 1 month.
Really?
At least 1 month. Yeah.
Bloody lazy students.
And
Ridiculous.
yeah. They are having a very confrontational position because the feedback of from the authorities is not really really good for them. So in fact, last week they didn't get entered to the university, so are very radical in this moment. So
so they didn't have access to the really.
no,
Whoa.
yeah, only students. I could enter because I'm student too, but the professors and the administrative people didn't can enter. But it's a global situation here. The other universities, a lot of other universities have the same situation. So I don't know. I have only 2 weeks more here, and then I go to Netherlands. So
Yeah.
I don't know if the situation will be normal before I go. So I don't know. I work in other stuff and other things and stuff of the university too, but I don't know really what is going on here.
Okay, so you can make progress with the master thesis. Get all the work done before you go.
Yeah. Yesterday, Thomas and I met and work. I don't know, 3 hours or something. And he reviewed my thesis, my doc, and he was very happy about the contents and about the development. So now I only need to concrete different things, but I have a lot of work done. So the meeting yesterday was very good to me because I understood that I'm doing a good work. So
okay, so you're on the right track.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's very solid. I have a lot of things related to COT, and Thomas said me that even the thesis is a little more than a master thesis. It's not a PhD thesis, but a little more or master thesis. And so to me, is the way to do the things. So
Yeah, that's cool. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Tell me about this article that you sent last week.
Yeah. I remember Fabricio will go to a congress or something today.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Did he?
yeah. I remember. I think he will have a lecture or something.
In Copenhagen.
Yeah, in Copenhagen.
Yeah.
I
That's
think
correct.
that
I
because
remember that.
he's done here. Um, the article that I sent is more a report to start this initiative. There is three, and the focus of the project was use the capabilities or skills of the different countries in UA to develop I don't know, a more faster, maybe can be the definition, uh, a more faster development of the whole AU AU try to work together and use the academia and the government. So it's very related to a way to do the things in South America. And because we have a less development in industrial things or policies about the the research and other stuff. So when I don't remember exactly the year, but I worked in this way to do the things and try to apply in Uruguay, and because in Chile they took the this way to see the development and the different things that you can do because you have different resources, no, and in the regions, um and a skill on the people, the knowledge, and I think that is the way to grow in the different levels of the society.
Yeah. So
I don't know why. What is your opinion about or if you heard about that before or not?
yeah, maybe it is so. So this can have, of course, many different topics. So the topic of kind of decision making, really. But now in Amersfoort, so this city where we live, there is now an initiative to call. They call it in Dutch. It's called a burgerberaad. So it's like a civilian council. Beraad. Council is like, I'm not sure if it's a good word. So it's like to investigate grassroots
Yeah.
topics or issues that concern the individual citizens of this place, and to see if they can bridge the gap between the municipal politics and the individual citizen, because now people feel a little bit disconnected, because these politicians are talking about all kinds of stuff, and that's on a municipal, so it's 150,000 people. It's not big. So big cities the distance is bigger, but then there's provinces, and then there's the national political scale or level, which is even bigger. So that difference, people feel really disconnected with that. So now they're trying to make experiments with the different ways. And so the idea is to give them power to really have influence on this political system. And it's on a voluntary basis. So anyone can say, I like this or that subject. Well, not in the beginning. Now it's just you can participate, and then we find out what the topics are. But I think it's supposed to work that if I have a particular subject that I know a lot about, and it's important in this thing, then I can start one of these councils and see if I can help the politicians to make a better decision while we are just citizens that are interested and well informed, instead of specialists or company people or politicians. So maybe that relates a little bit of what you are saying.
Yeah, it's more related to real people problems. So
yeah,
that I understand that you said. Yeah, in fact I remember that I read after that this report, because the report is based on triple helix, and that you have the academia, the government, and the industry, the private industry. And then in Spain, maybe can be they proposed the fifth helix, that include society and other things that in the first step they don't consider. So if you work in this field or try to do something systemic, it's very important to understand that you are in a contextual place, or contextual situation, and I think all things are going to this kind of thinking, because it's very important that the whole old-fashioned policies are very complicated, because only it's that you say it's a very big gap between the things that are make decision makers and the real people. So
yeah, but how? Let's say that we are talking about taxes, like the tax authorities. Now, this is of course something that is very technical, financial technical. It should count for everybody, not on a city, but for every citizen in Holland in this case. So, and you need, and it's very complex. So, or complicated. So now you need specialists to decide about that. And I'm not sure if you. So I think the role of the citizens can be also in tax situations. There should be a different role. More to understand how it affects people's lives. But all in all, I think maybe there's a different scale of decisions, like the military, for instance, or the police, or well, that kind of stuff. That's a different kind of decisions that you need a big overview. And now you need, well, I think politicians and specialists to do that. But then I'm not sure what should be the role of a civilian, just any citizen, in those decisions.
Yeah, it's interesting, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think it's difficult to see what is the role because in the way that the do happens today. So I mean, with this structure now, it's very difficult to put some people outside of the politician or specialist because it's created in this with this structure. Maybe it's an opportunity to try to do the things different and don't make the same error or I don't know.
No, I agree, because
sometimes I think that
maybe the attitude should be that whenever it's possible, the decision should be as close to the citizens as possible by these kind of councils, or and only when it's really impossible, like a decision about spies or something, or taxes, or the military, or then it's too technical, too complicated, then you cannot. But otherwise, maybe you should do it, because like in Holland, at this point in Holland, we have this. Well, there have been elections, and they're now trying to make a new parliament, of course, but also the ministers, the cabinet. It's very right wing. It's extreme right in terms of migration and in terms of climate and all that. And the theory now is that this is a response to people feeling disconnected from politics. So it's like a vote. They vote for they vote against politics itself. So that they take an extreme political standpoint. Of course, there are some elements that they like, but in general, the fact that it's so extreme is only an expression of their that they are distanciating themselves from politics. So it's like a fuck you kind of thing. So that it's like that, and that would really be an argument to involve people more in this political process, in the decision making, and so make it their decision also, instead of the politicians' thing.
Yeah, I don't know if you know, but here, I know in 2019 or 2020, we have a big strike. People, all the citizens, or the majority of the citizens were very frustrated and disillusioned about the government and a lot of stuff, and the constitution, and they try to do a different thing with like your spouse a committee or something with people of the citizens and a mix with uh, politicians that are not involved directly and with charge. But that was very difficult because I wasn't here in this years, but I follow all the things that's happened, and finally they didn't get a conversion. They don't conclude a real represented things to all.
So it's sort of evaporated, or
yeah, and all, I don't know, 1 year or 1 year and a half work to this council is finished in nothing. So I don't know if the idiosyncrasy or other sociological thing about the people here, but was very frustrating. I never had a lot of hope in the process, but I have a lot of people that believe that this is the way to change the things and other stuff. But really, today this is the same thing, the same.
yeah. But I think it's because, you know, like a parliamentary democracy is already old, so we sort of know how to do that. It doesn't work. It's not a very. It doesn't always work very well, but okay, we know how it works and how it doesn't work. If we now try to experiment with the new way, it's difficult, I think, to
Yeah.
make a convincing new argument for a different for these different structures or organizations. Yeah, it's not easy, but I think it's important because. Do you know? Have you heard of Nicholas Luhmann? Luhmann, the philosopher.
Yeah. I based my first proposal to the thesis, to the master thesis, in Nicholas Luhmann, thinking about the communication like a complex system in the social systems.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he has made a big, it's like research into the Grünes, was the Green Party in Germany.
Yeah.
And I, of course, written many things about them because he sees politics, so the whole political institutes, also as a social system. But that means that it's autopoietic. So that means that it maintains itself. So he says, okay, let's take as an example the Green Party because it's clear when it started. We know when it started, now it's going, and so what have they established? So the idea was that they were good for climate and animals and nature and that kind of stuff. And so he sort of says, like, okay, so they haven't been able to, they haven't had a lot of success for these topics, but they were very successful in getting young politicians a job as a politician.
No.
So it's all, you know, it's all about itself and progressing. But that in a wider sense is, of course, for all the political parties. They're there just to manifest themselves and stay afloat and keep going and whatever. And try and do some also interesting making decisions about that. But people have lost track in Holland. This
Yeah.
the citizens, they don't know.
I I'm really thinking knowing Nicholas Luhmann, but in the same thing about the the problem to the people to think about the self-organization in his life, in their day life, because people is lazy. They don't want to do things. Put your problem in other place, and these guys that I pay for that,
Yeah.
so give me a solution.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to participate and be involved, it's very complicated. If you was I don't know, hope that the things can change in in all way of your life, but the I think the most of people is not able to encourage or to do something, but with real but participate in a real way. I don't know.
Yeah, because it's very technical. Already,
Yeah,
even simple things like a park or where to build a house, or these zones to do that, or like naturaleza, the nature, how to deal with that. It's very
yeah.
technical, so you have to be a specialist, and so it would be perfect if these politicians did that, but now people don't trust them. No.
But the situation is strange because the people in his house, when they look, I don't know, a session from the parliament of the politicians, they they only say bullshit about the thing. They don't know anything. They do only
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. They're not
But when
talking about the subject, but about the guys.
yeah,
Yeah, it's like that.
yeah,
And interestingly, so this new government was instated today. They are a very populist people. So and the thing about the populists is that, of course, they are saying the things that they believe people
yeah.
want, the voters that they want. And so it's like somebody who gives a spoonful of sugar to this one and a little bit of sugar there. And it's like this, but there's no vision. It doesn't. It's bullshit. But interestingly, even though they are doing this and trying to please the people and humor the people, still the people are not happy. They still don't
Yeah.
see. So
Never.
it's like chasing their own tail like that.
Yeah.
It's strange.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that is happening in all countries. It's
It's a
not too
fashion.
much different. Yeah. Yeah.
Even in Europe is happening a lot. How is in South America is now where is also going to the right or not?
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah, but I think it's more to a punishment vote, maybe can say, because the people it's not vote because they want the right side of the politicians be in the government. they don't want that the people that were in a lot of years doing in the power and going in the powers, but um, because when I was in Uruguay, a lot of people said to me, I believe in the left side, but I vote the right because I don't want to see them in the power or the position of power. So they don't they don't think about what's going on after that.
Yeah.
And these days they are very complicated because the situation is not better.
No.
No, it's the same.
Yeah.
They rob, they I don't know, do the same things.
Yeah.
But
It's the same nonsense. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, but okay. So the difference between left and right. Well, the problem is a little bit that these right wing, so-called right wing,
yeah,
usually they're very right wing on the topic of migration. So they're very
yeah,
afraid of Islamic and North African immigrants. But they are left wing, like the spoonful of sugar, on all the other things. So they
yeah.
make big promises about social system and about new
Mm.
houses and about farmers. They take too much land in Holland, so they want a little bit less. No, the farmers are not touched, and so forth and so on. So it's difficult, but I think they are, right is like a liberal and conservative. So these parts are really conservative,
Yeah,
and so I think what people are telling us, the citizens of Holland, is that they don't want progress, or not. They don't want. They want to keep. They are conservative. Keep what they have and not make experiments.
yeah. Yeah, a lot of people, I think, is afraid to change
Yeah.
or need to or don't want to understand that we need to change specific things to improve the our life and our lifestyle and the lifestyle of the other people that have less. But
Yeah.
I think here is more remark this gap between the people have less and but I don't know why, but the majority of the people that today have a wellness and other stuff, they become from a below position, and it seems that they forget all.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
forget that they don't have things. They forget that they want be in another class or I don't
Yeah.
know. And it's, here is very inflated about the capitalism and this way of thinking, the individualism. I think this is the problem more than
Yeah.
the structure of the policies or economical system. Uh, Obviously, the way that the government do the things and the economical system works influence, but when you only are thinking about yourself what you can see is, I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
it's very complicated to do something.
Yeah, but it has been in maybe 30 years or maybe more already. Like the tendency has been to individualize, so to treat everybody as an individual, and especially as a customer.
Yeah.
So even talking to the government, they tell you that you are a customer of the government,
Yeah.
which is ridiculous. It's not a customer relation, you know. So
No.
you have these customer surveys, so they ask you how your experience was with the government and all that. So I think many people feel very privileged and seen as an individual, not part of a collective.
Yeah.
So they don't feel responsible forever. Um, yeah, forever. So they don't want to share, basically. So because that means that you cannot always have your way, because you're not always because you're not part of a collective. And
Yeah.
I think that's very complicated. And in that
Yeah.
sense, I can understand how they look at politicians, because the politician makes policies for like 80 or 90% of the people. You can't have policy for every individual person. So there's always somebody not being served, who doesn't get exactly what they want. So they're not happy with that. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Uh, yeah. Yeah. I see all days this. Uh, I move I ride my bike, so it's in this detail you can find a lot of things, because you see the people in their cars,
Hmm.
and they only want to get his home and club the horn, touch the horn, and
Hmm.
all is in some hours you is a crazy thing in the street, and in there you can see anyone is are conscious about the other people,
Hmm. It's
and
small.
stay in his bubble, and
Hmm.
I don't know. Um, for that, I try to do different things, like this little thing of ride my bike and walk a lot,
Hmm.
and I don't know, share with people in the park.
Hmm.
And if someone talk me in the street, I always try to have a conversation, or
Hmm.
give them instructions if they ask for that. Um, but yeah, uh, even in the place where you live, sometimes you don't know where living in the around you.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
So
Yes.
it's a way of seeing that is very uh, very deep in our minds, but
Hmm.
I don't know. Uh, this month, 1 month ago or something, we be in touch with the foundation, with Thomas and Daniela,
Hmm.
with David Sloan Wilson. Maybe you know
Hmm.
about
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
him.
Yeah, I've seen. I've seen.
And
I was in a meeting with him, and I read the article
yeah, yeah,
about the class
yeah,
one, class
because
two. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. and we work about this multi-selection level theory, because it's a proposal about change this way of thinking, because the capitalism and the other the other stuff that are the today nowadays paradigm um, in the economic system and the other and the life system. I think the lifestyle of the people, and it's very grateful that understand that our people in thinking in this way, because when you think this and talk with partners like Thomas or Daniela here in Chile, and other guys and friends, some the most of the time we understand the same. But when you know new people in other places and with other life, and they think the same, is very grateful, because you think maybe the system that we try to give to the society is well working.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know
yeah. No, that I
since
agree with that. Yeah. So yeah. So how? So I thought this article was very brave of Wilson, because economics
yeah.
is a very impenetrable, like a castle that you cannot touch, because they're very defensive, the economists, and they're all neo classical for new classical economists. So it's all the same. So 95 or more percent is of that school. So it's difficult to. So it's easier not to disturb that, So that the fact that he does that is I like. Uh, I wasn't so fond of his approach, and I spoke with Thomas about that, but he thought the meeting was a little bit difficult, or was it okay? The big meeting with all the hippie people.
You yeah. No, um, they are in the process of find a way to to communicate between their self. I think because it's a complicated process, different people of different countries. But I participate in one meeting, and uh, it has one lecture, and then they talked about the things exposed, and yes, and maybe I don't know, that was a lot of time, but I feel that that need more engage the work, but I think is because it's that are the first steps in this issue. But I have the initiative have a lot of potential, and now we are trying to do something with David, and Because in South America, I think the people do the things in this way, but don't know that other people are doing the same or are doing some similar. Um,
But is this
but a
South
lot.
America or is this Chile?
No, it's South America. I think
Mm-hmm.
it's something is bigger than only Chile.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but in Chile, it's happened too because
Mm-hmm. And
we have
how can you,
four.
so what,
Hmm,
this phenomenon, how do you call this? Or how would you, it's like a grassroots kind of, how do you call this
um,
approach?
this approach that the David Sloan approach.
Mm.
Do you say?
Mm. No, the thing, what you say in South America is kind of normal.
Yeah. I think it's because the countries try to work together, but I don't know if only a face or only or it's more the work in between two countries or different countries is more related to the economic things that I have
Mm-hmm.
this thing and I can to I bring you and you bring me
Yeah, yeah.
other stuff that I don't know
Yeah,
I
so
don't
it's
want I don't have
transactional.
yeah
Transactional.
transactional or things about immigration
Yeah, yeah.
treatment uh, so and and the government politics about the development of the country sometimes very different and
Mm-hmm.
the cultural things and
Mm-hmm.
I think what for that is normal that happens. If you think in Chile has 4,000 and 500 kilometers to the north to the
Mm.
south,
4,500.
and the yeah 4,500
That's a lot.
and but you have I don't know, uh, 100 kilometers to the beach,
Mm.
between the beach to the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
So you can find a lot of different way to think. And
Mm-hmm.
Santiago is another lifestyle. In the north, they are very familiar with the Peruvian guys or Bolivian guys.
Mm-hmm.
In the north, in the south, you have the Patagonia and it's more related with the countryside or all the stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
we are thinking in different things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And here it's rainy and the city collapse.
Mm.
And in the north is never rain.
Mm.
In the south they live with rain
Yeah,
and
yeah. There's only rain.
nothing happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so a little things that like that do a very different manner or way to live and to believe in the life or I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think in this example,
Mm-hmm.
imagine Brazil or Argentine that is
Yeah.
too big in compared to Chile. So
Yeah, yeah.
and then you have small countries like Bolivia or Paraguay,
Mm-hmm.
and
Or
so I
Guyana.
think that yeah, yeah, exactly. I think that is a fact that influenced a lot in the, and it's strange because we have a lot of common, a lot,
Yeah.
and the cosmovision or worldview. If
Yeah.
you go to the north in Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador, and the south, we believe in the same thing. But the I don't know, the influential of the stereotypes, uh, I don't of if it's very strange. I don't know why this happened.
So there are there are there are differences in style in the different regions of South America, in the north and in the middle and in the south. Yeah,
Yeah,
or within.
yeah,
Ah.
yeah. Imagine in Brazil. In Brazil, you have the Amazonia side and the side in the Atlantic side, and the Amazonia side is other world.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
other
different world.
world,
Yeah.
different. A lot of people live in communities, and they, I don't know, plan their food and treat with other people that I don't know that you can imagine. And in the other side, you have the Atlantic people that live in megalopolis and
Yeah.
with
Sao
all
Paulo,
the, yeah,
Rio, Recife.
Rio, exactly. And between the cities you have a lot of difference. The Sao Paulo people are very different to the Rio and Recife, and so in Argentine is the same. Buenos Aires is a what, 10 times like Santiago. O sea, you you can lose in the city.
Yeah. Which one is
You
this?
lose yourself
Oh, yeah.
in Buenos Aires.
Ah, yeah, yeah. It's big, eh?
Yeah, very big.
How many people in Santiago?
In Santiago, 8 millions, I think, maybe, and between 8 or 10. But in Buenos Aires, you have 25, between 20
Really?
and 25. Yeah,
All of
the
Holland.
whole,
All
yeah.
of Holland. 17 million.
Yeah,
That's very small.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, now you have it's a country itself.
Itself. Yeah, yeah. Big
Yeah,
city.
yeah.
Yeah. So good stuff. Okay.
Yeah,
Tell me again.
and
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
yeah,
okay, okay.
please again. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I've put it in my agenda already. Okay. Do you know if Fabricio traveled to Copenhagen, or is it just the name of the seminar?
I remember that he wrote in the group. Maybe I can find here, because I remember was today. Links. Mm, I don't know when, but 2 weeks ago or more. Tradition.
Yeah, Ponencia.
Here. Ponencia Copenhagen. 4 July, relocated to August. Euro 2024 CPH dot DK. Um, Technical University of Denmark, European Conference on Operational Research,
Mm-hmm.
13 June, 3rd July.
Mm-hmm. So he's traveling to Denmark.
Yeah,
PTU.
yeah. And the four today is 2. The second. Yeah, I think his lecture will be the 4th, but he's participating in the whole conference
Yes.
because I think it's related with logistic and the stuff that they he worked about.
Yeah.
Program. Yeah, yeah,
Good.
because the Thursday meeting this week, I think, is suspended or something
Yeah,
because
he
that.
wants to move it to August.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't remember because we have internal seminars, but I don't remember if this or the 18 maybe with Diana maybe
Mm-hmm.
in the note you can enter to the note app that Notion that Olga create a agenda and this stuff.
Where?
Yeah. No. The 18 July
Mm-hmm.
that say lecture by Colette. But I think that Colette sent this meeting, this message
Mm-hmm.
yesterday or today will be cancelled.
Yeah, but that is.
She sent a link with a app named Notion. That is it's like a agenda with possibility to collaborate with
Uh-huh.
other guys. And she put here different internal seminars and reading sessions. I don't know if you saw before
No,
that.
no. I saw the one. I saw the one that Colette sent.
The-
She's going to join the group again in September.
yeah, no,
But
but Olga sent that I don't know 2 months ago or something
uh-huh.
when she started the general coordination. If you saw in the WhatsApp group
Uh-huh. In the heading.
in the top
Yeah,
we
yeah,
have
yeah.
a or update agenda,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It
but
says
I can find this. because
I have it. It's here.
um,
So 4 July, and then 1st of August and 29th of August.
yeah,
It's pinned to that. It's pinned to the WhatsApp group.
yeah.
So 4 is a reading session, but now Fabricio has changed that. 4/7, and there's a lecture by Colette 18/7. That will also not happen.
No, no. With the message today, yeah, I think no. And they um, is my turn in August. In August,